portions. During our visit to the historic district of Mazatlan, the cathedral area, please watch your step at all times. Unfortunately, the sidewalks and street are not even in that part of the city, okay? So watch your step at all times. And during this time of the year, after summer, normally the internet companies are changing the wires from the internet, from light posts, right? So if you see a wire hanging from one of these light posts, it is just an internet wire, okay? Of course, if you touch one and you feel a little tickle, it is probably a power line. So please be careful with that, amigos. Just like I said from the beginning, we will try to do this all together as a big family, try to follow schedule, meeting times, everything. But if you explore the area too much and you need assistance and I am not around, you can ask for assistance to any of the transit police in the area. They are very easy to identify, right? Actually, both words in English and Spanish are quite similar, right? Police in Spanish is policía, right? It's the same word, just with the A at the end, an E at the end, right? And transit in Spanish is tránsito, which is an O at the end. That's it, pretty similar. They wear blue pants, white shirts, and they look mad all the time, right? Easy to identify these people. Amigos, transit police can help you out in case I'm not around. However, you're gonna be try to be around the room the entire time. On the left hand side, amigos, can you see that big church? I'm gonna move to the back so you can see it a bit better. That big church in a white color. Can you see it? Many people confuse that church with the cathedral, amigos, right? That is not the cathedral. As a matter of fact, it's a very big church, fairly new. They just finished that church back in 1964. The name of the church is Christ the King. And it is visible from many different areas within the historic district of Mazatlan because it's on the top of a hill. As we drive by the street, runs next to the building, you will see how the street goes uphill. Christ the King is the name of this church on the left-hand side. The cathedral is a little bit older, right? It was finished back in 1899. This one was finished back in 1964. Here is a fact about our city. The entire city of Mazatlan, the entire port of Mazatlan, has around 250 different neighborhoods in our city, right? Every neighborhood has at least one Catholic church. That means that Mazatlan has over 250 Catholic churches in our city. And I say over 250 because areas like downtown areas, they have more than one. Just this one, Christ the King, and the cathedral makes two, right? But in this area, in the historic district of Mazatlan, we have 9 different churches, right? So if you combine all of them, the one that we have in the entire city, there are over 250 Catholic churches in Mazatlan. As a matter of fact, according to the last census, the population of Mexico, I'm talking about the entire country, 87% of the population in the current state as Catholics, right? 87% of it. Ladies and gentlemen, again, cameras ready, please. I'm going to move again all the way to the back, right? So you can take a nice picture of the next monument. This next monument that you're about to see at the end of the road will be at the end of the street here. It's considered, and it's in my opinion, the most beautiful monument that we have in Mazatlan. It is definitely the most iconic monument that we have in the city. It is called the Fisherman Monument. And it's basically the representation of our city. The man with the neck is representing fishing industry. Fishing industry is the second biggest income that we have in Mazatlan. Number one is tourism, of course. But fishing industry is still very important to the city. The woman laying taking the sun represents the beauty of Mazatlan. In many different cultures around the world, beauty is represented by a female body. Mazatlan, it is not the exception. And the beauty of the city, it is represented by the female. Laying taking the sun right there.